There seems to have been a lot of confusion of late as to whether CBD oil and indeed cannabis is legal. But is the oil legal to buy and use in every state? We're going to take a look at this now. Firstly, marijuana, cannabis, and hemp are all from the same plant and the same species of plant, the Cannabis Sativa plant. Many people often fail to think that cannabis and hemp are different, but they certainly are. Hemp contains less than 0.3% THC, which is the psychoactive substance that gives users that high they often crave. Cannabis, also known as medical marijuana, contains more than 3% THC, and in some cases as much as 30%. CBD oil does not contain very much THC, if any at all. This means that according to Section 7606 of the Agricultural Act of 2014, CBD oil is legal. It is only the products that contain THC that are illegal. So is it legal to buy CBD oil? Yes, it is legal to buy CBD oil, and as I previously mentioned, it can contain absolutely no THC. While some products may contain as much as 0.3% THC, there are others that contain none at all. This is because there is a demand for CBD oil that contains 0% THC. This means it definitely is legal to buy and use. When CBD oil is sourced from hemp and sold on as a supplement, it is completely legal, whether it contains 0% or 0.3% THC. Those who like to purchase CBD oil that contains 0% THC typically work in the police force, in the medical industry, and in other industries that often undertake drug tests. There are also others who simply want to ensure that their CBD oil contains no THC just for their peace of mind. Many people like to use CBD oil as it may also contain a wide range of vitamins and minerals, flavonoids, and other cannabinoids that are good for you, but this can depend on the product you're buying. Hemp is one of the oldest crops around, and it's easy to grow as it does not need pesticides or very much water. This means that it has the potential to stay quite cheap, as opposed to some crops that need a lot of care. This is one of the reasons why some farmers across the United States decide to start producing hemp. Which states have relaxed CBD oil laws? Some states are happy for its residents to use CBD oil. These states are California. When Prop 64 was passed, people were allowed to produce industrial hemp. This meant that the production of CBD oil gained popularity and allowed for hemp to be used in a wide variety of ways. In fact, the state of California led the way in the reform of cannabis, and it's thought to be the leading state in terms of growing cannabis. The state has also considered Prop 65. This could mean that business will no longer be able to expose its customers to the cancer-causing chemicals that the state published in a long list. What this means for CBD oil users is that their oil would have to be tested for safety to ensure that no single drop of oil has the potential to cause you cancer. Colorado. In Colorado, Amendment 64 allowed its citizens to use marijuana. Passed back in 2012, the amendment stated that industrial hemp would have to be regulated, and separately from marijuana. In fact, the Colorado General Assembly has to make sure that they govern the cultivation and the processing of industrial hemp along with its sale. When the amendment came into effect, Colorado was the very first state to grow hemp seed that contained less than 0.3% THC. Kentucky. In Kentucky, SB 218 was passed through the legislature, and it allowed the Industrial Hemp Advisory Board to outline an industrial hemp research program. This enabled it to license provisions and applications, concentrating on industrial and medical applications. Hawaii. In February 2017, the Hawaiian Government Committee decriminalized industrial hemp and removed it from its list of controlled substances. This means that if you were to grow, possess, process, and sell industrial hemp, you would not face criminal or civil penalties. What's more is the state allows people to grow hemp without needing a license for it, bringing CBD into the United States. While it is perfectly legal to manufacture and distribute CBD-containing products that come from hemp that has a low THC level, it is still pretty much illegal to grow hemp here. This means that a lot of CBD oil companies import their oil from elsewhere. Many manufacturers work alongside farms that are located in Northern Europe. The oil that is sourced from the farms tend to contain a lot of CBD and are very low in THC. This means that the CBD oil that these companies sell is perfectly legal to buy, depending on where you live. The laws that regulate CBD oil. There is still a lot of confusion surrounding the legality of hemp. There's also a lot of confusion as to why some marijuana-based oil is illegal. Back in 2014, the Farm Bill made it clear that hemp and marijuana are different. However, the Drug Enforcement Agency states that hemp that comes straight from the Cannabis Sativa plant is a controlled substance. The good news is that in 2004, the Hemp Industry Association took the DEA to court and won a case that meant they did not have the right to ban hemp. This meant that hemp products could be sold and used throughout the United States. These days, hemp can be found in many different products such as bags, clothing, supplements, oil, topical salves and much, much more. This just shows that there is a market for hemp and indeed, CBD oil. Time will tell as to whether CBD oil and other hemp-containing products are legal to grow and sell in all parts of the United States.